We've mentioned in a previous video that the breaststroke pull has the ability to forego the overhead catch position in order to immediately start adducting the shoulders downward. This is contrary to the other strokes where it is necessary to hold the overhead position for two phases. However, the existence of the narrow pull variation questions whether we have to change our movement patterns just for the breaststroke. Because if you are training the overhead high elbow position for the other strokes, along with their variations, that would mean that the swimmer will have to change one less factor if they reuse the movement pattern of the high elbow pull for the breaststroke. In other words, this style of pulling is heavily reinforced by the other strokes. Improving in one aspect can improve multiple disciplines at once. Not to mention the already present short axis skill reinforcement of switching between core compression and core extension, which is a crucial component in developing rhythm and balance. During the extension phase, the core is already in compression. The counterbalancing of the front chain and the back chain enforces a straight body line. This core compression is continued to allow for the head lift. This is a feature of the breaststroke to guide the lower back during the power phase. Now instead of actively outsweeping or adducting the shoulders, perform a high elbow catch similar to what you would do during an activation drill for the freestyle and fly catch. In other words, you have to be in an overhead position for two phases. This is where the first downside starts to appear. This overhead position is used to being paired with a pull down across the length of the body. When the torso position changes during the power phase, the length and tension across the upper body are no longer apparent. What we need is a push in from the front chain muscles. From this view, we can visualize how the core compression leads to a synergistic movement of the pushing front chain muscles. The awkwardness of starting from an overhead position, then pushing in with your front chain, will subside after a few practice sessions. In fact, it can turn into an additional advantage. From the catch position, the angle of the elbow barely has to change here, allowing you to have a more focused pull. Going back to another downside, this type of sharp high elbow catch may require a certain level of flexibility. We do believe that oftentimes, proper activation and arrangement of the movement pattern can do the trick. Will a narrow pull have the same streamlining effect as a narrow kick? Does it present less drag than the other variations? Is the learning advantage of this variation an underrated factor? Only time will tell, so try it out.